Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Hey, Larson.
Yeah.
Let's answer some questions. What do you say?
All right.
First up, Dan.0 says, do you think there's a chance that wrestling could once again reach its popularity and cultural significance it had during the height of the Hogan era and the Attitude Era under the Triple H regime?
Chance? I mean, there's always a chance. The likelihood of that, I think, is just small because there's so much more competition for your entertainment dollar. There's just a lot these days. And I mean, especially compared to the Hogan days when if you didn't have cable, you had like 4 channels.
Yeah.
And even if you did have cable, maybe you had 50 or 60.
Yeah.
You know, now there's hundreds. And that isn't even taking into account streaming. It's possible, but I don't really think it's that likely.
The bang for your entertainment buck is, I'm sorry, yeah, you're right. The sheer amount of entertainment, the entertainment industry, is so much more niche and segmented. I mean, hell, even something like, I don't know, what's like the most recent thing I can think of that sort of has captured the zeitgeist is the Game of Thrones reboot, the prequel, House of Dragon.
Yeah.
Like, could wrestling capture something like that? I think it's possible. I don't know. I honestly don't know what it would take. I think that there's over the past couple of years, there's been some cool shit going on in wrestling, whether it's AEW or now, WWE's on an upswing. I think it's possible. But, even, I'll be honest with you, man, even if you had Stone Cold, The Rock, Mankind, Undertaker, Triple H, all those in their prime doing what they're doing at the creative peak, I guess you can call it, of Attitude Era, I don't know that if you put what was going on there, into today's popular culture, I don't know that it would be much more advanced from where we're already at. I mean, the product has been stale for a while, so this is a better question for like a year or 2 years from now. If WWE's creative trajectory continues to go up, then we'll see if they're able to create some crossover stars that are still very relevant within WWE. Mm-hmm. I think it's possible we'll see what that would look like. But I don't think that it would sort of dominate the zeitgeist the way that it did back then, because it was everywhere back then.
It really was.
But like, nobody can really dominate much of anything. Like, you look at how music is these days, and it ain't nothing close to what it used to be, where everybody knew what the top 5 songs were on the charts. Music just doesn't work that way anymore.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And by and large, TV and movies don't either. Like, there isn't. I was listening to a podcast about an old 90s pop act that sort of didn't ever actually happen, but was almost happened. And Dave Holmes, the old MTV VJ, was talking about how back then you had, like, what was it called? It was like the super culture, I think he called it, or the one culture, where like everybody knew all the popular stuff.
Yeah.
That ain't like that anymore because of social media and just the various distribution outlets that we have. Mm-hmm. They're, like you said, I mean, that was just a long-winded way of saying there's too much entertainment these days.
Yep. Fazzy Wazzy here says, with reports that Day One may be canceled, gimmick pay-per-views could be dropped as well. What old pay-per-views would you like to see come back? Either WWE or WCW.
Nice. WrestleCoin is coming back, baby. Old pay-per-views I'd like to see come back.
Slamboree.
Okay, that's good.
It'd be great. I know we've pitched this idea, something new. A pay-per-view long gauntlet match.
That'd be cool. I'd love that. I think it'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. There's not really like. I don't know.
You know, it'd be interesting to see them revive some of these old pay-per-view names, just because it matches stories that are going on. You know,
like the one night King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be cool. You know, with real stakes involved, and make it just killer matches and have like a whole story going into that and coming out of that. I think that'd be cool. Like you're saying, like pay-per-views that are motivated by the current stories that are going on. I think that'd be cool. So yeah, I don't know. My main thing, like a King of the Ring one night tournament, I think that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. Spectrum says, with WrestleMania 40 being in Philadelphia, what is something ECW related you would love to see?
Maybe they'll have Heyman headline the Hall of Fame class.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Or have like an all ECW Hall of Fame class.
That'd be pretty neat. I'd like to see RVD come back.
Yeah. He's
like refuted reports. You remember the old reports about him being blind in an eye or something like that? He's refuted that apparently. He says that was like a rumor that got way out of control.
Oh, like it was like a concussion or something.
He was concussed so bad that like he couldn't. Yeah, and that's why WWE. He says that's not. I read on Twitter anyways. He said that's not the case. So I don't know if RVD can still wrestle. Bring in RVD to wrestle. Do something cool like that. But yeah, no, Hall of Fame. Maybe a new ECW documentary.
That'd be cool.
Or some tables for three.
That'd be good.
All the stories that they couldn't tell though.
B-Man here asks if WWE or AEW were to be open to wrestlers being sponsored by brands like UFC once did, what branding would suit certain stars the best based on their gimmick personality? I guess sort of like how Brock used to have the Jimmy Jones.
Yeah, right.
Sponsorship on his trunks.
Or his shorts. Seth Rollins. What is he?
Men's Warehouse.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I guarantee it. Yeah, that's good. Matt Riddle. What is it? Nickelodeon. Who has SpongeBob?
Yeah,
he had the Patrick.
Yeah.
Bama noticed that immediately, by the way. Like she happened to be in the room watching Raw, and Riddle was on the screen. She's like, "Hey, Patrick gear." I was like, "Good eye, kid. Welcome to the wrestling business."
There we go. Like could Roman as head of the table be sponsored by like some furniture store?
Oh yeah, right. Bex.
Yeah, there we go. Bex.
That's good. Are they just local or are they a national chain? I have no idea.
I think they're just local. What is it?
Okay.
Ashley Furniture?
Ashley Furniture? Are they World Market?
World Market, there you go. Cost Plus, there you go.
Cost Plus, there you go. Eddie Zamhari says, with 2022, there's been some wild moments. What are your worst and best moments so far?
Wow. The worst is when the largest wrestling story of, I don't know, like our entire run of the show, I decided to go on vacation.
Oh, that was funny. It could not have happened any other way. That's just totally on brand. I love that. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
I love when things just, my worst is probably not making ACW 2 months ago because of the COVIDs. That's probably my worst. I was like, God damn it. Yeah, I was sad about that. I was really sad about that. Best moment, of course, is when we purchased ACW.
Yeah.
That might turn into our worst of 2023 in retrospect.
Entirely possible. I mean, I dare say quite likely, in fact. But
by the way,
right now, what?
This coming Thursday on Overrun, all your questions about ACW answered. It's our first investors call.
Yeah.
I mean, the people invest in us with subs and Patreon and stuff like that. So all the questions you guys have about ACW.
It's our first media scrum. Make sure I get some lime spindrift and some dry muffins.
Yeah. And then we'll put it, it's going to be up for Thursday, and then for everybody else, we'll put up like Monday or something, because the people writ large need to know.
Yeah.
Frank Harris, is Simon Miller still HAITCH champion? That would file that under ACW, I think. So ask that on Thursday. But Thursday, he is still the HAITCH champion. But I guess that's.
If you can't make it Thursday, the answer is yes.
Let's see here.
White Brownie asks, concerning all three women in Damage Control can succeed as singles competitors, how long do you see the team lasting? Bailey, if she continued the losing streak rather than getting the win, in the tag match on SmackDown, I'd think sooner rather than later. But if they can keep winning together,
I think they're going to score a big win at War Games.
yeah.
I think they last at least a year. Favorite customer says, is WWE the only wrestling company that doesn't get its name chanted by crowds? He says that probably means it's seen as the default. I think that's why they're seen as the establishment.
You don't hear a whole lot of Impact chants at Impact shows.
You don't. AEW really positioned themselves as the alternative, you know?
Yeah.
Impact positioned them as the company that, oh my God, they're still around.
I know.
You know, we're still here. We're still here. That's just not as, you know.
See, J Ray says there used to be TNA chants. Yeah.
Because they used to position themselves as the alternative.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, are you really? You know?
Yeah.
It's like you're an alternative.
Yeah. Not the.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here.
Michael Petrowski says, with so many promotions working together and sharing talent, would now be a good time to do a WCPW style World Cup tournament. I think that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Of all the stuff that we talked about of NXT Europe and the global localization is the idea of doing, as Triple H mentioned, a World Cup.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, that's going to do it for us for questions today. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Check out this video here. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.